Hey YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives with a video about how I pack a survival kit or an everyday carry mini tool kit. This is going to show you how to become the master of space itself. Ultimate efficiency, or at least how I like to do things. Now, I recognize basically two types of kits. The first kit would be an easy access style of kit. For example, just a keychain kit. You pull it out, everything's right there. All right, so easy access. This video is not going to be about easy access kits. This is going to be about the second type of kit, where you basically pretty much agree to sacrifice easy access in return for getting more capability. In other words, like a densely packed kit. Now, it's never ideal to have a kit like super densely packed. However, you know, we're not doing that because we want to. We're doing that because we have to. In other words, you might be under a very strict limitation. Like maybe you just cannot really carry something more than, say, this big. All right, with regard to survival kit items, you will find that there's basically two types of item in a survival kit. The first type of object is essentially stuff that's flat, okay? For example, signal mirror, Victorinox signal mirror, it's flat. All right, star flash, basically flat. This sewing kit, flat. Some whistles are essentially flat. Box cutter, flat. And most of your bandages are essentially flat. Antibiotic, ointment, flat. All right, so flat stuff. Now, you'll also occasionally find something that's flat and also extremely narrow. For example, this little emergency pencil and emergency pens are like this. And this is basically, because it's flat, it doesn't matter that it's narrow. It's in the category of stuff that's flat. Now, you want all your flat stuff together, and kind of, depending how big your kit is, you wouldn't have two mirrors, but just as an example, you want it all, you know, laying flat on, like, let's say, the back of your kit, like this camera case. You know, all that flat stuff would go there, and then the other stuff would go on top of it. What other stuff? All right, category number 2, basically stuff that's defined primarily by its length. No jokes there. All right, this is you know, a flashlight. You got a lot of objects that are mainly long items with a little bit of width. We're talk about a knife, a flashlight, any sort of multi-tool from the small to the longer ones, Swiss Army knife, any sort of lighter, rolls of tape. These are all essentially long items with a little bit of width. Even boxy items like this are basically like, if you took two long items and combined them, you have like a box type item like this. All right, so essentially these are all the same type of item. Now here is the trick, dude. When you're thinking about your kit, you need to standardize the lengths of all of these. In other words, you know, you want your lighter and your multi-tool and your flashlight to all be the same length so that you can find out what container is going to be the most efficient for your kit. Now, there are also oddball shaped items. For example, this is not really flat, but it's not really that long either. It's just weird. Okay, so you generally want to avoid oddball items. Now, this is shaped that way because it's meant to be hung on a zipper. It's actually not meant to be inside a kit, so that's fine. It's actually a very good compass. But yeah, oddball items you want to avoid if possible. All right, so now let me give you a better example of what I mean. Well, first of all right, you're going to standardize the length of these, and then your flat items, right? Your flat items are all here at the back of your kit. being flat. And then your long items are going to be, right, parallel to one another on top of that. Let me show you. I have worked very hard in basically planning all my stuff out. I'll plan that shit out like it's freaking Mission Impossible, bro, to get just the most efficient kit for the size items. So this is my little efficiently packed kit, just to demonstrate everything I mean. Now, because this has two sections, the flat part is here. The flat items are on top. You know, it could be on the bottom if you see it like that. It doesn't matter, top, bottom, but towards one side. Yes, behold. Oh, look how beautifully that's packed. Look how efficient. All right, so you see my flat items are all here. Right, I've got a magnifying card. I've got first aid supplies. I do have a signal mirror back here, scrap paper, all kind of stuff there. Now my long items are all standardized to be, the main ones are all the same length. I had a few oddball items, so those just went on the end. See that there. But we have light, we have fire, we have a very good small Spyderco knife, a multi-tool. You know, we've covered a lot of stuff, and I worked out my items first and then I purchased the container, because having my items worked out, I knew exactly the dimensions of container that I needed. Okay, so I do practice what I preach, and this is just extreme efficient use of space. All right. Now, I will show you guys this everyday carry slash mini survival kit in detail in another video. Okay, I just wanted to show basically my efficient packing philosophy for this type of kit. All right, I think I might use this for the thumbnail. Now, you know, kind of a nerdy video. You know, I understand. Some people, they just get a sack, they throw stuff in the sack until they feel safe and they, you know. But if you're a gadget nerd, which, you know, most knife collectors are, I think you can appreciate the detail. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.